Where on earth has this year gone? Vlogmas 2025. How are we here for another Vlogmas? I do not know, but I could not be more excited. Christmas for me is all about sharing, caring, love, happiness, joy, just pure celebration, and of course, fingers crossed, a visit from Santa Claus. But really, for me, Christmas is actually all about my friends and my family, and I just want to take a moment just to say I know I'm so beyond lucky, and I feel extraordinarily blessed and fortunate because I know so many people out there are in a different situation. And really, that's what Vlogmas is all about for me, is it sharing just a little bit of happiness, sprinkling a touch of festive sparkle, and most importantly, offering a smile and, quite frankly, an enormous hug to anybody who might not feel as surrounded or as lucky as we so fortunately are. And although I feel so lucky to be able to say that Christmas in my life is just so magical, I am very aware that for so many people it's a really difficult, dark and lonely time, and that there will forever be my why. On no matter what vlog and no matter what time of year, I never want anybody who ever watches my videos or vlogs to ever feel alone. So this is literally me opening our doors to Christmas in our household. You are part of my family for the festive season. And Christmas is all about celebrating, cherishing, loving, sharing, and just making the most epic memories. And I simply cannot wait to have just the most extraordinary Christmas of togetherness with you. Now, before we get into the Vlogmas intro, which, let's be honest, is all what you're really waiting for, what I want to say, and in some ways like encapsulate as to what I adore the most about this time of year, is really the fun, the complete chaos, the hysterical laughter with, quite honestly, the people I love. And as you guys know, relationships are the center of my world and what I treasure the most. From Mark, my husband, to my incredible mother, who I know you guys love so much. My ever supportive father, who in all honesty with you, doesn't particularly enjoy being part of these videos, but he's just incredible. To my phenomenal team, Anna and Anushka. I feel so lucky to not only be able to call them the dream team, but just incredible friends. And talking of friends, I don't have the word. There isn't a word to be able to sum up how ridiculously epic my friends are, and I genuinely believe that this YouTube channel belongs to them too. I film everything for you guys, whether it's birthday parties, family Sunday lunch, jumping off of boats in Mallorca, to hysterically laughing, almost wetting ourselves laughing with my mother doing her makeup. I literally try to encapsulate everything about my life and what's most important to me, which really are my friends and family. So with that, the Vlogmas intro is really just a bit of a glimpse into what Christmas looks like in our household and everything that I treasure and I adore. So I really wanted to ensure that the most important people that you get to see all year round stars in a very special video, and quite honestly, probably the most special video of the entire year. And yes, it might look ridiculously over the top, rather extravagant with all the bells and whistles, but I feel like you know by now that that is literally just me. So without further ado, the moment you have all been waiting for, here is our 2025 Vlogmas introduction video. I genuinely hope it fills your heart with just a fraction of the joy that it brings to mine. Welcome to Vlogmas 2025. I have waited so long to say that. It is hands down my favourite vlog of the year. It's my favourite time of the year, and I just cannot wait to share what is going to be an extraordinarily special time with all of you. So welcome to Vlogmas with me, my husband, my family, and in our home. I feel so lucky that for yet another year. How are we a year later? I do not know, but just the fact that we get to open our doors, open our home, and quite honestly with you, open our arms and welcome all of you in to just get a little glimpse of what is a truly magical time of year. I can't even begin to tell you how much we have got in store this year. It is going to just be incredible, and I know one thing for certain is that I can't wait to share it with you. As you know, we like to just add a little extra spice sparkle to everything we do. But welcome to Christmas in the English countryside. So today is an extraordinarily special day because it is our festive floral installation day. Martina and Sandra are literally just about to arrive from Flowerland and their incredible team, and we are going bigger and better than ever. But as you guys know, I love to incorporate so many things that we're really lucky to have, from our beautiful hydrangeas that I've been very busy snipping and drying for today, from all of the gorgeous branches. They're going to be bringing so much pine. I think there's going to be more ilex than you can even begin to imagine, and we've got so many exciting plans. Of course, we're going to be doing something extravagant, and that beautiful fireplace in our kitchen. We have reimagined different things, we've got different ideas, and I'm just so excited. As you can see, I've already decorated the first tree. Yes, we have got more than one, so please do not worry. We are going to be decorating the rest of the Christmas trees together. But I have had the best few evenings decorating this tree because do you know what? I'm so proud that every single ornament, bulbul, pine cone, cherry, berry, you name it, apart from the ribbon, everything is what I've had, and I've been so lucky enough to collect and treasure and be handed down to me for years, and even down to like the Christmas pudding bulbul, and just remembering all of those incredible memories throughout my entire life whilst decorating this tree has been just the best time, really the best way to kick off Christmas. And yes, you might be able to actually see his head slightly chopped off, but in my eyes, I kind of thought, stuff a partridge in a pear tree, we've got a peacock and a Christmas tree. And he looks fabulous. He's pride of place up there. And apart from hopefully a few Christmas presents or two, this Christmas tree is almost finished. But as you guys know, you get to see it all. You get to see the glitz, you get to see the glam, but also you get to see the chaos, and that's what it's all about. So in all honesty with you, the house is an utter bomb site because it's got to go through a bit of Grinchy chaos before we come out the other side with a winter wonderland. But that is what we're going to be doing today. I simply cannot wait. So brew yourselves a cup of Christmas coffee and join me for Vlogmas Day 1. Oh, I am so excited. It is misty and mysteriously magical, and here they are, almost as exciting as Santa Claus himself. But the Flowerland team are here, and we have got quite the day ahead of us. Oh my goodness! This is going to be such fun! All those smiley faces. I cannot wait. The team are here, and first things first, we've got to get some Christmas coffees on the go, and then we are going to do a full walkthrough and talk through the plan. But first, we need to have our Christmas coffees. The Christmas coffees are made and on their way. Final Christmas coffee made, and my goodness me, is definitely starting to feel a lot like Christmas in here. Ladies, Sandra is back! Are you ready for another Christmas, my darling?
I think I am.
You're born ready, excited.
Can't wait to see it finished already.
I know, and so different this year.
Last year was
perfect, it was unreal.
This year I think it's going to be even better.
Oh my god!
All the gold.
All the gold. You guys are getting a sneak peek. Aren't they insane? Yes. They're incredible. And then you got to see all the hydrangeas that I have down at the pool that are already dried and ready to be sprayed. They're going to be amazing. They're going to be amazing. I know. Right. Okay. The final coffee, my darling. Your coffee is here. You have it exactly how I have mine. Black and delicious and strong. You're very welcome. And then these are both the same.
Outside, we're going to do the same as last year. Huge archway, also golds. Bigger, better than ever, loads of dried fruits, pines, and just beautiful and divine. You're seeing the exquisite face behind the reefs. I can't. I don't know how much practice, I will never make them like you, but two beautiful reefs here. And as you know, we've got the hooks in already. Then we come inside and you can see the chaos, but there's got to be a bit of chaos before there is Christmas in our household. Then sort of similar Christmas arrangement here. I'm going to go and grab all the vases, big, beautiful. Not going to do the bowl this year because, as you know, last year it was quite difficult to balance.
It was difficult.
Nem definitely had his work cut out. So autumn is leaving the building and Christmas is happening. In here I've got to still get the table runners, but we're going to go full tartan in here, and we're going to do like reds and greens and just rich and luscious. We're going to take it from a very bare, rather depressing looking table into a Christmas winter wonderland. We have new garlands, which I'm yet to unbox, but they're just beautiful. So they're not going to run up the banister. They're going to be looped up the banister. So I need to unbox them. We need to figure out how we're going to attach them and then to be fully adorned in dried fruits. That's the plan, but I will unbox them and show them to you. Then we have this magnificent beauty that's still yet to be decorated and fluffed within an inch of her life. That I will be doing, and I just need gold hydrangeas for it.
Is this from last year?
No, I don't leave it all year round. No, I've just, as you can see, I'm kind of like making piles as to like all of the Christmas decorations, and then we'll place everything. But no, Santa Claus is always in here, so I've just basically put him there. No, he doesn't live there all year round. And then just a fireplace garland there.
Artificial.
That's artificial. Oh no, that is not from last year.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No.
Oh, it's holding up well.
Oh my gosh, it's done so well. Absolutely not. And then normally we have amaryllis here, but I think in terms of making it last, I think just probably if we have enough, the dried gold hydrangeas, and we have a beautiful gold. And I'll get rid of these, and this is just a beautiful Tiffany crystal bowl that I will just have out. It's so heavy. It's actually dented the futon. Okay, it is looking very bare indeed, but the reindeers are lined up. Excuse me, that bear looks very promiscuous. And we've got Mr. Claus here himself.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. You are bringing through, these are the brand new Tilly and Ted garlands. Mark is very kindly bringing them to the staircase. Just at the bottom of the staircase, please. And then I'm going to unbox them. They are absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Right, this is my job. I need to get all of these out, and I've got another big box from Tilly and Ted to unbox. The most beautiful tree skirt I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And then we're going to go with draped garlands this year with enormous ribbons, and then they're all going to be adorned in dried fruits. They are just the most beautiful cedar pine, and they are faux. And that's just so realistic. So I need to get all of them out and then figure out, these are the gorgeous little loops. Anyway, I'm going to sit down and we're going to unbox this together. Can we just take a moment for this weather? The sun is literally blazing through this magical fog, and it's clearing out, and we have a gorgeous morning dew. It couldn't be a more perfect day for Vlogmas Day 1. Okay, so I'm sat on the floor, surrounded in boxes, pine cones, ilex, red, gold, everything is everywhere, but it's so exciting to see it all coming together. So this is an incredible delivery from a company called Tilly and Ted Home. They are just a gorgeous homeware brand that does the most beautiful array, different collection of different pieces, from furniture to knicky-knacky bits, incredible decorations, and their Christmas collection is insane. I actually saw these cypress cedar garlands last year and they instantly sold out. So when I saw them come for pre-order this year, I was so quick, and they have been so generous and sent kind of like a box of goodies, in all honesty with you. I've had a bit of a sneak peek. I ripped open this box like some Christmas elf slash maniac, truth be known, and there's just so many gorgeous bits and bobs, so I thought that we could unbox it. What I love doing at Christmas, which in hindsight afterwards I'm like, oh my goodness, what have I done? Because I like to get everything out and then you can see what you have. And one of my biggest tips and tricks when it comes to Christmas decorations is getting things into like little edits, so you can understand, like, you know, there are those spaces and spots in your homes that you love to decorate. And I appreciate Christmas decorations are expensive, and it's really important to be able to bring them out time and time again, but also be able to dress them and style them in so many different ways. So I like to get everything out, I can see it all, and then start to compartmentalize where things are going. So I'm literally sat on the floor at the bottom of our staircase, and this is where the cypress cedar garlands are going to go, and they are gorgeous. Can we just take into account how realistic this looks? It is so gorgeous, and it's pretty much already like fluffed up. It's brilliant. It's not one of those ones where you have to spend hours really stretching it out. They are so gorgeous, and also they have got these little hoops at the end that just make it really, really easy to actually just attach. So I think what we're going to use is actually just floristry wire. And that's another thing, like, you don't need to drill holes in your fireplaces or doors or, you know, ruin your beautiful, beautiful staircases. You can just use little bits of tape here and there, floristry wire, and just make sure that you're not actually damaging your home for your Christmas decorations. And Tilly and Ted have thought about that for you. How I've gone through a battery already, I do not know, but it was also a perfect excuse to make another Christmas coffee. And you guys are right in the thick of it. Got all the girlies making all the wreaths literally just in front of me, and it's literally just, the energy is so gorgeous. So my job is to unbox all of these, and then, as I said, figure out how we are going to string them up. They've also been so generous and sent the most beautiful ribbons. But I think we've got 6 of these beautiful cypress cedar garlands, and trust me when I say, when they're dressed, to be honest with you, they look gorgeous. They're just beautiful and rustic. They'd look stunning actually completely bare with just ribbons, and I think that's what really drew me to them. I saw how they photographed it for the website and I was like, oh my gosh, they look incredible. So fingers crossed I can do justice. So they have sent all of them in here, and it's brilliant because they actually pack away so well. As you know, making sure that you can pack the Christmas decorations away. Oh, we're day one, let's not talk about that. Okay, right, that's one box down and this enormous beauty to go. So one thing we don't have, we kind of have like tree skirts in the way of like gorgeous fluffy carpets, but I don't actually own an actual like structured tree skirt. And lay your eyes on possibly the most beautiful tree skirt I have ever seen. It is so stunning. It's this beautiful wicker with a scalloped edge tree skirt, and I think this is going to look magnificent under said tree when she is dressed to perfection. And I love how rustic it is. It really just allows for the tree to just sparkle in her own magic, yet this just sits underneath. And it's kind of like a little bit of ballet core, I feel, with the gorgeous scalloped edge. The quality of this is stunning. I could wear it today. Right, that is that. And Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without a little bit of holly and the beautiful berries. And these are gorgeous. As you guys know, I take my silk florals very seriously because we need our florals to last for the entire month. Everything needs to dry well, make sure that the pine needles don't drop, make sure we don't end up with berries everywhere with little sausages trotting around. And look at how gorgeous these are. They are so realistic. And again, the quality, they've been beautifully wrapped. The leaves are gorgeous and also not too spiky. So I'm going to have a little think as to what I'm going to do with these, whether I pop them into a faux floral arrangement or indeed maybe I might actually put them into the tree. As you know, I like to stuff my Christmas trees with birds, with woodlands, with pine cones, with fruit, and I think a little bit of holly with gorgeous red berries is a gorgeous way to brighten up the tree. Then they also do these stunning islets in white, and I think they're stunning. Like, imagine having a vase and just having all of these just placed within a vase. I think it's so simple yet so effective. And again, these are just such beautiful quality, and not all of them are white. You've still got some of the really, really young little berries that are green. They've done such a fantastic job. I think their Christmas collection is stunning. So I will leave all of the links to everything you are seeing today in the description box down below. Now, here we go, we've got more berries. You can never have enough red berries at Christmas. So gorgeous. And then they have been so kind and sent their green ribbons. Now, I have not seen any green ribbons, like bows, that really, really look like the Tilly and Ted ones. The quality is so stunning. They are already pre-tied and they are in this gorgeous sort of like hunter green. They are rich, the quality is sensational, and there's something about a velvet ribbon that just looks luxe and expensive. So those are going to be either tied within the cedar, the beautiful cypress cedar garlands, or potentially on a tree. That's it, I haven't made my mind up yet. So we are going to be doing all of this together. So those are the bits and bobs that I got from Tilly and Ted. I absolutely love them, and I cannot wait for you guys to see how we are going to be placing them and styling them in our home. So Fanish is working his magic on the archway. Sadly, Nem is in Dubai, so we are going to be creating the magic without him. But Fanish is the most professional arch gentleman there is, and we are going to be doing something just utterly magical here. So I'm going to leave you guys out here. We're double cameraing today, and I do have a little Christmas elf who is about to arrive. Nushki was desperate to be part of the Christmas floral installation, so she's going to pop in and get involved with all of the festivities. So I'm going to leave you guys out here. I'm going to be double vlogging inside, and you guys are going to be able to see this magic come together, and it's going to look just exquisite. So festive! Woo! Here she is! You caught me singing to myself. Little Christmas. Oh my gosh, the wreaths are looking stunning. Sandra, you are like a magician. That looks absolutely sensational. So we've gone with ribbons at the bottom this year. Little hints of gold. They are gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Sandra, oh my goodness. Martina, look at this. This is amazing. Beautiful amaryllis. They are, how did they get them so tall? They just, yeah.
All of them are around 100 centimeters.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I know you won't, I tell you what, they were growing and growing and growing out of the fireplace. They started to look quite naughty actually to come to Christmas. They were sort of erecting out of the fireplace. So naughty, but so true. And then we're going with like little hints of accents of gold, like a little sparkle, but not too much. Very rustic, very wild, loose, and utterly beautiful. So whilst the girlies are sort of doing the arrangements, Marcus, Anushka, and I are going to Flowerland. So something desperately exciting has happened today. How I do not know of this place, I do not know. But Sandra has just told me about somewhere that is about 10 or 15 minutes away called Flowerland. And apparently it's like a Costco size decoration, floral, unbelievable centre of Christmas magic. And we're in need of a little bit more velvet ribbon and some enormous velvet bows to go at the top of the Christmas trees and also across the fireplace. So we are going to head for a little expedition for around about half an hour or so, and then we're going to come back and just, oh my gosh, I'm in Christmas heaven. We're going to continue to turn the house into winter wonderland. So let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is Flowerland. I am so excited. Here we go. Look at all of the poinsettias. It's exactly what I need. Okay, right. This is desperately exciting. Also, look at all the poochies. Oh my gosh, Christmas has come early for the dogs. Look at how many Christmas decorations and Christmas teddies there are for all of the dogs. Okay, we're gonna have to get the boys. I think considering there are 4 enormous carrots there, it's almost meant to be. Marcus, look, 4 Christmas carrots. I know. I am in Christmas heaven. I feel like we're at home at the moment. This is what our house is looking like. We couldn't resist. We've got 2 Christmas carrots for the boys and 2 Christmas puddings. Flowerland is literally the dream. Oh, look at these ribbons. Okay, that is gorgeous. But we need something that's going to match the tartan, although they are gorgeous. We are going into the elf workshop. This is unbelievable, and it's in Bourne End, which is so close to us. Okay, I need to stay focused. This is so gorgeous. Right, we're after tartan ribbons, tartan table runners, and red velvet bows. They have a full tartan Christmas tree. We've got, shh, I'm sleeping, don't wake me up until December 24th. So Santa Claus is snoozing. Look at all of these gorgeous like tartan and red ribbons. They are so cute. This is gorgeous. Home sweet home, and oh my gosh, that was incredible. The girls have been busy, the wreaths are done, and they are just stringing the garlands, but I'm desperately excited. This is our little hall, so I couldn't live without the owl. I thought he was absolutely gorgeous and will fit beautifully within our sort of like a woodland theme. We got 2 Christmas pudding teddies. We got 2 2 enormous Christmas carrots. I just couldn't cope. I thought that this was so cute. Then I picked up some tartan runners, a little bit more tartan ribbon, and then I bought these, and I think what I'm going to do is double up the tartan ribbon over the top of this and pop it at the very top of our sort of like tartan themed Christmas tree. I think they're just so gorgeous. We also picked up lots of poinsettias, and that was that. We had a very successful trip to Flowerland. The Christmas carols are on, and look at how sensational this arrangement is. The ilex, the amaryllis, all the beautiful pines, little bits of gold, and it's looking utterly gorgeous. Then the cypress cedar is being draped up the banister to perfection. It's quite a ceremonial moment. We picked up a beautiful massive red velvet ribbon, and then I've just used a little bit of the extra ribbon that I kept from the Amazon bows and just pinned it around it, and this is going to go at the top of the tree, and fingers crossed going to finish it off to perfection. Question is which way does the ribbon face? I kind of feel like it has to go there because of the peacock. Okay, what do we think? Does it look good? Having a little team lunch. Need a little bit of energy to keep us going. Delish. Lots of pizzas, little halloumi fries. This looks divine. Have just finished the fireplace, little garland behind me. It is quite a shallow sort of little shelf up here, so you can't have too much going on, but there's quite a lot going on in this room anyway, from patterns and textures and lots of different fabrics, from leopard to tartan to all of the different colours. And then what we like to do is hang the beautiful stockings. These are actually from Harrods. We bought these last year and they're just absolutely gorgeous. So these are kind of like Mark and my little stockings that tend to sort of hang just here. Hopefully when Santa Claus comes down the fireplace, and hopefully leaves us lots of gifts. Also got my Rebecca Idyl huge present sacks. These are absolutely beautiful. If you are looking for present sacks, they're also doing them this year. They are a stunning burgundy velvet. The quality is amazing, and the beautiful print, and it's also fully lined in that print as well. The quality of these are sensational. Now I'm actually using a lot of ribbon from last year actually, and in here you can kind of mix up the colours from, we've got so many colours in here, burgundies, reds, greens, and it doesn't all have to be the exact samey, but what I am going to do is just ensure that this is rather similar, and I think I'm going to go with a big ribbon on this side, and then maybe 2 smaller ones here. I think that will look divine. This is one from last year. That's why you should keep as many ribbons as you can, because you can reuse them. And I think that's going to look gorgeous. So what you can do is actually just buy the velvet ribbon rolls. A lot of garden centres, I would personally suggest to have a little look at garden centres first. Amazon have a load. Obviously Mathers and W. Smiths and places like that have them. However, they're so much more money, so you can find them online. And I just like retie them. I think this is actually tied from last year and still looks fantastic. So I'm going to pop him in here. I think he's going to look gorgeous. The girls are just currently stringing some fruits onto the Tilly and Ted garlands, and they're looking so gorgeous. I think it's my favourite garland yet, and I'm just so excited because they're just going to last for so long. One thing I think I can do is actually cut the tails again. I think they need a little bit of a trimmage. And then this one, I don't know, what do you guys think? You need a little ribbon here? Just so that it's symmetrical. I think we could do a very pretty little ribbon there. So then what you tend to do is you can actually hand tie them like we've done, and then all you have to do is actually put a tiny bit of floristry wire. It's super fine and really, really bendy. You're going to be seeing a lot of this during Vlogmas. These kind of like homey hacks. And then it just means that you can literally wire them to absolutely anything. You can figure out the spot that you want it to be in, and then, yeah, wire away. Sometimes when I lose, like for example, some of the baubles I've had for years and years and years, I've lost the little like threads on the top of them. So I'll just thread through a little bit of floristry wire and yeah, just be able to continue and prolong their life. So I think they look gorgeous, beautiful. I think that looks stunning, and I think with a few red frosted berries, that is the beautiful fireplace here in the drawing room. It might just be finished. I found the top of the Christmas tree. I think this is going to be the perfect little top that we need, and then I can attach the bow, because I felt like the bow just needed to sit that little bit higher. And actually you can get a really good glimpse. The base of it was that really pretty bow that we just picked up from Flowerland, and then yeah, I've just kind of like pinned the tartan around it, and it's kind of like doubled up. I think it looks perfect. So this is the vibe that we're going for. Now to somehow attach it to the tree. Wish me luck. Right, I think I might need a little bit of floristry wire. I then suddenly thought, there's something that looks a little bit odd. And it then occurred to me that the very tippy top of the Christmas tree that's normally hidden by the Christmas angel, which of course this year we're going slightly different, has no lights. So I have in fact like eked the lights from kind of around the back and sort of around up there. But the peacock as well is almost as though like his full underbelly is just glowing, and then we're going to just place the bow at the very top, and the lights look perfect. So let's place this bow to perfection. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for. And let's just wrap this floristry wire around and around and around. Fingers crossed. That looks perfect. The tip of the tree, perfect. Oh, and I think that looks gorgeous. Hopefully you guys do too. I'm going to put those little lights at the very, very top. And that is our first Christmas tree all decorated, and I couldn't love it more. I think it's safe to say she looks perfection. I am so in love with this. And fingers crossed you guys can see it properly. But it has been a fair few hours, and I feel like the sun is going down, so it's a little bit darker, but this is our beautiful tartan Christmas tree with pheasants, woodland animals, frosted berries and cherries, gorgeous little robins, and also silk poinsettias. We've got an enormous sparkling peacock and a beautiful ribbon at the top. Of course, my husband is Scottish and my father is an honorary Scotsman, and my parents having a home in Kelso whilst I was a little girl, I felt like I really had to honour the inner Scotswoman within me. These beautiful long tiered tree ornaments, I think it looks gorgeous. She is stuffed within an inch of her life and decorated every single centimetre, but I think it's safe to say she is looking really rather Christmassy. And so the fireplace in the kitchen is starting. These are like the foundations. How you do this freestanding, I do not know, but it's going to be unreal.
We will find out.
Exactly. It's like a trial and error situation, but we're having fun whilst we're doing it. Odie, which one of you wants to try the new reindeer outfit? Come on then, come here. What's this? What's this? Oh, what's this? Do you want to try this on? I know. It's a new little coat, guys. Oh my goodness. Odie, what do you think of your new reindeer outfits? Wait a minute, gotta get the hood right. I think you look dapper, so handsome as a reindeer. Oh my goodness, I actually can't cope. Wiggy, do you want to try it on?
There's so many more outfits that he could be rocking, like literally.
Oh, we could have a new outfit every day of Vlogmas. What do we think?
Get this.
Do you like this? Oh, he knows that there's teddies somewhere for them. Right, let's try this on you. Oh, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
Such a handsome reindeer.
That's a move, Stace.
Oh my goodness, he looks so handsome. Mummy, what have you done to me? Ultimate humiliation.
He looks adorable.
Lancelot. Rafi, what do you think? Rafi loves being dressed up. I think he loves being a reindeer. You love being a reindeer. Rafi, come here. Raps. You can't hear me anymore. Bless him. What do you think? You're Rudolph. You're Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Wiggy, you look so handsome. So handsome. You're a little sweet little reindeer. Oh my gosh, I actually cannot cope. You are the sweetest little reindeer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do you think? He said, Mummy, I feel ridiculous. Okay, so now the hanging structure is being made. Gosh, you're doing an unbelievable job. So do you just sort of wire each individual piece to the plank of wood?
Yes.
Gosh, wow. So there's so much that actually goes underneath all of this to ensure that it's not going to fall down and that it's all safe and wired together. And then we're going to hang really, really big pine cones that we used last year. Foraged all of these beautiful branches. These are all of our Annabelle hydrangeas that we have been drying in the pool area and then sprayed gold. And look, it looks like little French lace. It is just beautiful. It's almost like natural jewels. And then we have some of the billowing hydrangea heads as well. So we're going to kind of do a combination of both. The boys have already found some Christmas toys, so I think I'm going to save these as a little present another day. And then these are the runners that I picked up. I mean, at £10. They're such great value. And so I'm going to go with all tartan in the dining room. Tartan with all of our family silver, the little sparkly Christmas trees that you guys have seen already, as well as a few new bits and bobs. But this is really starting to take place, and we'll now just start filling it out. And that's really where you create that really bushy, and you can really get depth to it. And also, as you can see, we're using lots and lots of different types of branches and pines, and so there's so many different textures within it. It looks just incredible. These are the beautiful poinsettias that we picked up at Flowerland, and I'm going to keep them outside to keep them cool, because as you can see, they have already fully opened, and I'm going to plant them in our big golds. This is, I don't know however many years old, but ever since I was a little girl, I remember even in our old home, this would just be planted up with poinsettias, and I just love it. I think it's so special. And these are to the wreaths. Don't they look sensational? It's gone with really gorgeous red velvet ribbon, 2 different types, and so we've gone with a slightly finer tail, and it just means that when they're hanging, it looks quite dramatic. Again, just a really wonderful array of ilex, dried fruits. We've got beautiful holly, so many different pines, and also gorgeous little pine cones as well. Oranges, dried limes. So many of these actually came from our wreaths from last year, and I think they just look amazing. And a slight little bit of gold, but you can still see the green coming through. I think it's so effective and just utterly gorgeous. How's it looking, Vanish? Is it looking good? Are you staying warm out here? Are you okay? Are you warm enough?
No, because I'm here like since morning, so I'm used to it.
You're used to it. I know, poor Vanish. I keep trying to get him to have warm coffees out here, but this is looking sensational. So the gold hydrangeas are in, the pine cones are in, and we've just got a slightly taller ladder just so that we can start filling out just the top. And if you look really closely, we've also got the Christmas lights just strung underneath. So at night time, of course, the chandelier is casting a beautiful warm light, but also there's light from coming inside, which I think is actually reflecting off of the hydrangeas and looking so special. Definitely still a work in progress, and I really hope that this gives you an idea of how long and how much effort and how much time and expertise and passion and love goes into creating the magic that is our floral festive installation. But it's most certainly coming together. I think this is probably one of my favourite arrangements of all time. Look at the Tilly and Ted at home cedar wood garlands of absolute dreams. I love how they are strong. They are so good. They look so real. I've used the burgundy bows from last year that I think we had on our tree, and then we've just wired in a few frosted berries. I'm actually not going to complicate it anymore. I'm going to put a few frosted pine cones and we're going to wire those up. But look at how gorgeous this is. It goes all the way around. So if they are still in stock, guys, do not hang about, because these sell out every single year. And I love how the ribbons match the edges of the carpet runner going up the stairs. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I brewed myself another cup of tea. These are my Sophie Allport Christmas mugs. We unboxed these together, gosh, quite a few weeks ago now, and it is the perfect occasion to bring them out. But take a little look at this floral arrangement. And yes, those are my Mackenzie Childs sausage dogs that are going to have red bows for Christmas. But doesn't this look magnificent? I love the fact that throughout the house we're running with the same sort of theme, but just making it in keeping with the different rooms. I love this opaque vase. We use this all year round, and it's a great way to kind of show you how just your normal things that you have in your home already can be showcased and styled and reused all year round for the festive season. Now we are just stringing what you just saw, that wooden structure, which is going to hang up here, and the girlies are busy behind me just placing a few more of the branches and the pine, just filling out the top a tiny bit more, and then the hydrangeas are starting to go in. And I love how the light is just shining off of them. It's so bright and beautiful. My mother, get mummy's approval. The Annabelle hydrangeas are going in. in, and they look magnificent. They're kind of like a really dark gold. I love all the different shades. I think it looks so special. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause the Christmas carols for a second because YouTube will give me a copyright claim. And we're almost ready for our hanging cloud of pine and Christmas heavenliness. If that's even a word. Right, can I help you, ladies? Oh my gosh, this is going to be unbelievable. How are we going to hang it? I don't know. Where are some...
our shoulders and just...
I know, and hope for the best. Where's John when we need him? Where's Nem when we need him? We've got girl power today. Oh, it's really beginning to take place. Now I've fully, have you ever seen this looking so bare? But I've actually just put our ruggable rugs that are brilliant, and actually they've just brought out the Christmas collection. But I just thought, you know what, it's the safest way to put the rugs, and they just literally peel off, and then you can put them in the washing machine. But these are like spongy pads, and I think it's going to be the safest way to get the ladders on top of the kitchen island. One, without damaging the Carrara marble, and two, without the ladders slipping, because we need to attach our floating Christmas decoration up here. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do this, but we're going to give it a good go. Okay, so here we go. We've got the ladder up. We've put the carpets on top and stuffed them, and we're now just doing the string, which is going to come from the hooks at the very, very top. And then I think it's going to take all of us to hold it up and somehow fix it. But I can't wait, and I do love myself a challenge. And then I've done a little bit of an edit over here of all of our beautiful family silver pieces that we love to bring out at this time of year. This one has got gorgeous like holly and ivy and berries. There we go. The gorgeous holly and ivy, and I just remember these from since I was a little girl. Got some flower frogs at the bottom. I've got these tall little beauties, and these are going to go into the dining room. Mr. Santa Claus is officially out. The reindeers, which are the gorgeous little tea lights at the top, are also out. And I think we're going to pop these underneath the arch in the kitchen by the fireplace. And then just getting a few of the posy vases just ready for all of the florals for the kitchen table and the dining room table. And then I've just learnt a very nifty little trick from this Christmas elf over here. So just by popping a tiny bit of bleach at the bottom,
Diluted with water?
yeah, it saves the water from going sort of yellowy and keeps the flowers alive that bit longer. Little tip and trick here along the way. Wiggy, what do you think, baby? Are you a little Christmas pudding? You are a little Christmas pudding. Right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so here we go. I've never seen your legs move quite so quickly there, Sandra. Okay, so just watch the lanterns. Okay, right. I think if we go, I think like if it sits just above where the lantern there, exactly. I think that's perfect. Okay. Okay, so I'm now going to place it in between the two lanterns and then add loads of like humongous pine cones, all the Mackenzie Child's baubles, and then it kind of matches all of the other Mackenzie Child bits and bobs that we have. Oh, this is going to look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to take all of the tartan runners and pop them in the dining room. The dining room, I'm going to have to lay the table another day. That is going to be probably tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening's job, but the team are very kindly helping me with the florals and the posies, and we are hosting And of course, I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. But how gorgeous do these look? So this is the vibe. This is actually just one runner, and I've doubled it up just because of the width of the table. It is quite a wide table, and then when we've got our sort of like big family piece that goes here, we need to ensure like the triffet of the base of the silver sits on the runner. We don't really, you know, can't really have half on, half off. And then I'm going to have such fun just playing around and laying the table, but of course I will share what it looks like. It's kind of going to be one of those transitions where it's like click and done. I wish it was that quick, but sadly it is a work in progress, but something I just adore doing. And it's really nice to be able to share with you kind of like the behind the scenes. I've got my camera equipment out, I've got all of the reindeers, my gosh, and then just deciding where everything is going to go. Once all the florals and the archways and the arrangements and the trees are all done, that's when we can start just placing all of our Christmas decorations around. But as you can see, it is pitch black outside and we are still going strong. This tree is making me smile so much. And this is the reality of the festive floral installation day. This is some magic chaos right here. I was thinking next year we could do like a circular.
I know, like around. It
Yeah.
only needs like a ring.
Or like
to do
walls,
that.
exactly. We're already thinking of next year. My goodness.
It will come up soon.
I know! Oh my gosh, it feels like yesterday we were doing this. These are gorgeous. And like, you know, you just store them away delicately somewhere and look after them. You can just use them year after
Each
year.
cone now is like £10.
£10!
And like the sack that I bought of like this Canadian vegan was £60.
£60 a pine cone! No, thank you. I like to save mine year on year on year. I could start, I tell you what, I could make a business. I could start selling pine cones. £60 a pine cone. Gosh, that is absolutely ludicrous. It's just unbelievable. Love it. Yeah. They don't have the home. Yeah, I think like.
On the like the levels.
Yeah, I love that. It's so gorgeous. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So some of them are already like waxy, kind of like snow frosted, and some of them are naked. And I kind of like the combo between both, but I think I'm going to frost a couple more. And then we're going to put some in here, potentially some outside. Yeah, they're going to hang. This is the relaxing bit. We're just stringing, putting the wire and all the Mackenzie Charles baubles. Collecting these for years and years and years. Each different one has come from somewhere else. These are like limited edition. Oh, they're so pretty. They're just gorgeous. It's perfect. Like the angles. You guys are currently on top of the pig chef. And they're probably thinking, what on earth is she on about? Pig chef! And look at that, the perfect angle. back and see what she looks like. Oh my gosh, it's looking so good. Well, things have got desperately exciting now because I've popped the bolly. The champagne is out. How could we not? So, cheers. Merry Christmas. I'm just finishing off the frosted pine cones. The girls are finishing off wiring in the Mackenzie Childs baubles. We've got a huge clear up to do because, as you can imagine, we've made an enormous mess. But in the process, we have created what I think, hands down, is our greatest floral installation yet. And I cannot wait to share it with you. So we sip and we wire pine cones. Right. We need more floristry wire, we need a set of pliers, a glass of bolly and a box of frosted pine cones. And the team, just like that, I don't know after however many hours, but that is them all done. It is looking unbelievable, guys. I don't have enough words in my vocabulary to be able to thank you. Thank you for everything. Merry Christmas! Thank you so much, Vanish. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Drive safely. Lots of love. Bye. Can we just take a moment for how incredible this looks? I still have so much to do, and now all of the florals and the floral arrangements and the installations are done. I can now dress the house for Christmas. Just look at this. The most magnificent amaryllis to the ilex to the beautifully sprayed Scottish thistles. We've got our Mackenzie Childs sausage dogs that we bought in New York that have been dressed for Christmas with a simple red ribbon, and all of our Christmas candles have come out. This one is from... It is a winter indulgence. This one here is from the White Company, and you've got all the gorgeous dried fruits. But I think this is looking sensational. I adore the hanging arrangement this year. It is the perfect size between the two beautiful William Chambers lanterns. We've got all of the Mackenzie Child baubles hanging, the pine cones, and it just looks festive and fabulous. We've got my favourite fireplace arch to date. It's full, it's fabulous, it's wild, loose and whimsical. So many things that have been foraged from home. All of our beautiful cut Annabelle hydrangeas that have been sprayed gold. Even our wedding hydrangeas that have been sprayed gold. And a few gorgeous ilex that have been bought from the flower market. Now, I need to dress the fireplace, so please ignore. As you know, it is a work in progress, and the table. Have you ever seen it look so frightful? But I think this might be the time that I actually need to top myself off and cheers to what has been a truly marvellous day. It's Vlogmas day 1, so we need to start as we mean to go on. But trust me when I say it is going to be utterly magical, and I simply cannot wait to just share and experience and live this wildly special time together. We have got so much in store. I can't wait. I don't know whether to just blurt out everything or save just a few little sparkly secrets up my sleeve. But there is one thing for sure. It's going to be festive. It's going to be fabulous. So welcome to Vlogmas. The cork is going again. Welcome to Vlogmas 2025 with me, my husband, our family in our home here in the English countryside. I love you all so much. Do me one favor with day one. You might as well subscribe. And I will be seeing you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for another fabulous day of festivities tomorrow. And guess what? I cannot wait. So sending you so much love and so much Christmas sparkle. I love you all. See you tomorrow.